10 steps to acquiring a land in Ghana. Purchasing a piece of land in Ghana or any part of Africa is a fantastic long-term investment many people would love to make. This is because a land or landed properties, unlike cars, never depreciate. But before handing over cash to the seller, it's wise to ensure that you are not dealing with a fraudster. In this video, we bring you some steps to follow to get a litigation-free land in Ghana. Before you begin, you need to understand Ghana's land laws. A perfect understanding of Ghana's land laws is required by a foreigner before he or she begins to search for a land to buy. In Ghana, the first thing to note is that apart from land already bought and put back to be resold by an individual or real estate company, every other land or lands either belongs to families, a clan, traditional authorities, or the state. However, any land belonging to an individual or perhaps an estate company is most likely to be on leasehold, lasting 50 years for expatriates and 99 years for citizens. If you are about to purchase family land, it is important you do business with the head of the family and no one else. Having understood the land ownership laws in Ghana, next we look at the steps to take before buying a land in Ghana. 1. Check the location. It is important to visit the site first and look out for the land and where it is situated. Check whether the location is suitable for the purpose it is intended. Check whether it is a waterlogged area or close to a dump site. Most lands and questionable areas are likely for the government who purposefully left them for future projects. 2. Check for the presence of social amenities. Presence of major necessary social amenities like good road network, electricity, and potable water come in handy and must therefore be checked for its availability. 3. Verify actual owners from the authorities. The buyer would also have to check with the Lands Commission to ascertain whether the land in question has already been registered in another buyer's name or has already been sold out. In the event that the land title has already been registered, refrain from buying it. 4. Check the seller's reputation. Some landowners, agents, or even estate companies could sell the same parcel of land to several people, hence creating problems for the new people in the business. Against this backdrop, it is very important to double-check by asking deep questions about the reputation of the seller before payment. 5. Check for court injunctions. Some lands have injunction placed on them by a court in situations where ownership of the land is being claimed by 2 or more persons. It's very risky to go for such lands, even if you are getting it at a very cheap rate. 6. Find out whether the land is freehold or leasehold. Having confirmed that there is no court injunction on the land, next thing is to find out if the land is freehold or leasehold. Knowledge of this helps to prevent future problems with successors. However, it must be noted that the 1992 Constitution now prohibits the sale of freeholds of stolen lands, which means most lands are now leased. The time frame is up to 99 years for Ghanaians and 50 years for foreigners. Note that if you are not buying from the original owner, then you must also check for the time left for the original lease to expire. This can all be obtained from the owner of the land. If possible, talk with the locals. A rule of thumb when performing your investigation or due diligence is to inquire from the people who live close to the land you are interested in. This is to ascertain rightful ownership as well as to gather information on potential issues surrounding the land. 8. Seek professional help. The next step is to seek the services of a real estate lawyer to review all paperwork and ensure everything is in order. You should also employ a valuer to determine the value of the land you are about to buy. The valuer will help determine whether or not you are being cheated with overpriced land, or if there should be cause for concern when the land is priced too low. 9. Make payment and receive every necessary document of ownership. The best way to pay for land in Ghana is through bank transfer. You should avoid direct cash payments at all costs, as this can easily open you up to fraudsters who could present you with fake receipts. Before you pay, make your lawyer draft a purchase and transfer agreement endorsed by you, the seller, and the witnesses from both sides. After the land rights are transferred to you, go to the Lands Commission to register the new ownership of the land. 10. Survey or fence the land. It is important that you show some form of possession to avoid encroachers and to announce that the land has a new owner. You can do this by surveying the land, or better still, fence the land. Visiting the property regularly also announces to people around that someone may have acquired the land. If you have a trusted caretaker, he or she can help you take care of the land until you are ready to start developing it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe before leaving.